And just when I was getting ready to guzzle some turkey for Thanksgiving.
What's that?
Turkey. Eat up, sucker. Bon appetit.
RunwayML decides to drop news that shook up the entire AI community. They just announced that they're going to be releasing their own image model, and it's not going to be based off of any of the ones we've seen. It's going to be their own unique model, and in this video I'm going to be talking about it, so don't go nowhere. So the question is, what makes RunwayML's frames special? Within the AI community, you've heard the buzzwords AI creativity, generative model, and so on, and all of those stuff. But what we are gonna get from frames, apparently from what I've seen, is that is really going to be exactly what they're claiming it's going to be, in the sense that it's going to deliver the stylistic consistency, which is what we've been having issues with a lot of AI models. You have to really know your prompts to be able to get consistent characters. And in case you are new to the AI community and you wanted to get up to speed with what I mean by consistent character, I'm gonna link a video, my previous video, probably should go check it out, where I talk more about AI consistent character generation, and I also compare 3 of the major tools right now that are doing it the best. But what they're promising with Frame is that it's actually going to be stylistically consistent, and it's going to give us unprecedented fidelity, in the sense that the quality of these images are going to be as crisp as it could be, from the aspect of lighting and also textures as well, which we have seen a lot of latest model versions, whether it's with Midjourney or it's with DALL-E. They have really been doing a pretty good job, to be honest. So I'm very eager to see how this is going to rival what has already been out so far. And without wasting your time, let's dive into the technology of frames, because Frame isn't just pretty, it's also smart as well. And at its core, Frame is built on diffusion models, which is, the cutting edge, which is also what DALL-E is also using, which is setting the standard for image generation. And they're releasing this to tackle a lot of issues that plagued the other previous models, and also AI image generation tools out there, which I also spoke about. One of them being stylistic consistency, and also achieving a temporal coherence for image sequence, which makes it perfect for films. For example, if you're trying to develop a narrative driven project, this would be able to flow and not kind of lose, if you've used Midjourney before, or you've used any of this AI generation tools and models, sometimes they have issues when it comes to maintaining that consistency. So probably RunwayML has picked up on that, and they're creating this, or they're rather launching this model to kind of address those issues as well. And being the fact that it is their own model, they have created it so that it can seamlessly integrate with the workflows of through Gen 3 Alpha, and also their Runway API, which will allow professionals and also enthusiasts and hobbyists like us to really unlock its full potential, and also attach it to our own programs or our own whatever it is we're trying to create. Maybe you want to create your own AI image generation software. You can use their API to run it on the back end. They're also gonna look at looking at the RunwayML's announcement page. We can see some of those images, and from what I'm seeing, you can probably tell that with the permission of artists, they probably took a lot of data from a lot of these artists, which they haven't really mentioned who, and styles as well. Took a lot of data and used that to create their own model. especially when you look at this lady over here. If I didn't tell you we're talking about an AI image model, you wouldn't know that this was AI generated. You probably think this was a real woman, which is what makes it awesome, and also makes it kind of scary a little bit, because especially with the issue of deep fakes and all of that stuff. But back to what I'm talking about, you can see the images over here are probably exhibitions from the generation of the frame model. There's a video over here which we will play shortly. This is a crusty face, but you can see this very hyper realistic images. Can you generate this with Midjourney? Probably, with some real great understanding of lighting, camera angles, camera type, understanding what kind of wide shots or close shots. You have to have an understanding of really what you're trying to do, which is what makes Midjourney so great, but also makes it a little bit kind of hinders it a little bit, because it takes a lot for you to get to a level where you can create prompts that are very, very descriptive. But with this tool, with this model, it seems like it's gonna be very straightforward and very easy to use, so you don't have to waste too much time tinkering around with prompts and all of that stuff. And these are the different styles that are being exhibited on the announcement page. You can see a 1980s SFX makeup. We can watch that video, and you can see the generation. It's like I said, it looks like it was taken with a film camera with some good lighting. Also, we can see over here, this is really great. You know, it has a scratch texture, and this is just hyper realistic. It's hoping it stays this way. By the time it's being launched, this will be a very, very great competitor to the likes of Midjourney and Ideogram, which right now are the two champs in the AI image generation world. I also talked about in my previous video Recraft, which is up there, but I think in terms of realism, Midjourney and Ideogram are the top. And looking at this announcement page and these images that I'm seeing, Frames is gonna be, you know, hitting the ground running, and it's gonna be a force to reckon with in the AI world. So here's my critic take. Here's the thing: I've seen my fair share of generation models. I've used multiple of them. I've used Midjourney, I've used Ideogram, I've used Recraft version 3, DALL-E. I've used a lot of these tools, and many of them are very impressive. But if you're the kind of person who just wants to get into AI image generation and just be in and out quick, you could run into a lot of stumbling blocks. And so what is being promised with Frame model is that it's gonna kind of make it very simple and very straightforward to generate exactly what kind of style you might be looking for, which is a good thing. It's also going to be leaning more on the artistic expression, so it's gonna be heavily stylized with every generation, which might work for some people. I don't know how it might work for everybody, but if you're somebody who is a hobbyist, or maybe you're into filmmaking, or you're into photography, or you're into whatever it is that's relating to art, this might be something that you might want to look into. And like I always say, right, it doesn't really matter so much of the tool you're using, because the same things can be generated with Midjourney. What matters really is who's using these tools. So they could bring all the different features they want to add to it, but at the end of the day, what matters is who's using these tools and how they want to use it. So but this is a very exciting news, and we're going to be talking about the future of it. We're going to also the future of Frames. Now, what excites me about this announcement the most is not necessarily frames model itself. Is really the fact that it is highlighting the direction that a lot of AI technology, when it comes to image generation, it's highlighting the direction that it's going, which I think it's impressive, and it is something to look forward to, really, with the way they're making a lot of things simpler. I remember using Midjourney when it first became public, and it was awesome. It was amazing to even try to grasp that I can generate images without having to use Photoshop. But there was a lot I had to learn. I had to learn how to create the prompts, and then from there up until now, we can see the progression. It's a lot more easier to generate high definition images, and it's only been getting better. And so with this announcement, it's just, like I said, telling us what direction AI when it comes to image generation is going, which is something that we should celebrate, but also be very cautious of, because things can, take a left turn. I mean, like I said, it depends on who's using these tools. But for those of us who intend to use them the right way, it's only gonna get better. And that's the news for today. I thought it was awesome. It sparked my interest, and I decided to put it out there. For those of you who enjoyed this video and want to learn more, the website link is down in the description. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I need them subscriptions, man. Come on now. But yeah, y'all let me know what you think. If this is really gonna be what they say it is, or it's just gonna be another overhyped tool. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.